What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I have a good article for you guys today. I wanted to go through some credit score information and specifically the highest average credit scores. I wanted to go through a lot of credit scores by state because this article is definitely interesting. It's on cnbc.com. I'll make sure I link it below. But I'm going to go through this whole entire thing and hopefully you can get some value from this. You can see where you land within your state, if you fall above average or below average, whatever it actually is. So before I get started, please hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one. And make sure you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Don't forget to check out some of my credit card links. So basically, this article goes into the highest average credit scores by state. And as we go down this article, it talks about what is a Fico credit score and what would be considered a good credit score. Let's go ahead and take some time to get into this. We have the different credit scores here. We have very poor, fair, good, very good, excellent. Now, I would only rate it by poor or bad, average, good, and excellent. That's usually where I rate it because all of these other areas, it just doesn't make sense. Now, their range for very poor is 300 to 579. Their range for fair is 580 to 669. Good is 670 to 739. Very good is 740 to 799, and excellent is 800 to 850. Now, I would consider excellent anything above 750 because you can apply for any card that's there. So where their mind is, I guess, whatever, they can have their own thoughts here. But that's the difference between mine and theirs. But you do have those credit scores broken out, and that's how they feel that it works. Now, you do have different factors in a FICO credit score where you have payment history, the amounts owed, you have the length of your credit history, new credit, credit mix. So those things will be the factors in your credit score with the percentages here, which hold more weight. So obviously your payment history holds the most weight, but you are still going to be able to get some sort of factor into like the length of credit, or even the new credit or credit mix. You can still have a factor there and still be down to like that 90 percentile basically. But here's what you've been waiting for. So the credit scores by state, the average credit scores by state. So I go in here and I live in Pennsylvania and I'm looking for the highest, to be up there. And apparently we're not. Good thing is we're not the lowest as well. But number one is Minnesota. Number 2, Wisconsin. Number 3, South Dakota. Number 4, Vermont. Number 5, North Dakota. Both Dakotas are in the top 5. That's great. Washington, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Nebraska, and Hawaii. So all of these are basically above the 727 range. So that's the average, which means that you may have people that skew that down that have an 850. And you also have people that probably are at the point to where they have a 300 credit score, have a very low credit score here. Now, when you get into the lowest really isn't that bad either, because you have Mississippi at 675. You have Louisiana at 684. You have Alabama, Texas, Georgia, South Carolina, Arkansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Nevada. So all of these are still above like 650. You still can look at average credit cards and get really good credit cards. At 675, you can get the Amex Blue Cash Everyday card and go on about your day and have great rewards. You can get a student credit card if you are a student. Like, there's a lot of things that you can get with these credit scores. I expected them to be like the lowest ones to be somewhere around the 600 range, not 675. Like, that's rounding up basically 700. Now, as you see, you go down here and the change from 2019 to 2020, you're going to see Alabama that had 680 and they had a change of 6 that went up in 2020, which is definitely good. Arizona had a change of 10, a 10 increase to where they surpassed 700 of a credit score. Let's see, what's the biggest change? So it looks like the biggest change is 10. So there's two states that are 10, Arizona and District of Columbia both had a change of 10 in their credit score from 2019 to 2020 in a positive manner. So that's definitely a good thing. Let's see if there are any people that went the wrong way. So I don't see, there should be people that went the wrong way. So I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm missing something, but it doesn't look like any states went the wrong way. They didn't go the negative route and basically decreasing the average credit score. They increased it. So obviously people are getting better with credit, and hopefully channels like these are actually helping people get better with credit, understanding that more accounts that you have, the more credit that you have, the better your situation is, especially for credit card utilization. So in my opinion, this is definitely great to know. I like to go into some of these articles and see what's going on with different states, because if I'm looking where Pennsylvania is, let's see where Pennsylvania is. So the average credit score in Pennsylvania is, what's 2020? I think this one was 2020. Yeah. Average credit score in Pennsylvania is 720, which is a really good credit score. I'm happy with that. We're like in the middle of the road here. We're not last, we're not first, but we are in the middle of the pack, and I'm happy with that. It shows that I can be proud of our state based on the credit score. But yeah, definitely check out your state. I'll put the article down below and see if you fall below or above, or let me know if you fall below or above where your actual state is. If you live in Pennsylvania and you fall above it, then that's good. Right now, I can tell you, I don't fall above it. With the payments that I missed and everything that happened there, I fall right below it. So I'm right in between this. So I fell below it, but I'm still happy with the fact that I'm somewhere within that average point. I always like to be above 750 so that I can apply for any card, really. But obviously I'm not, because I accidentally missed these payments. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know where you fall. If you fall above or below. Be honest. If you fall below, then you fall below. These are pretty high credit scores. Some people don't actually get up to these credit scores. Some people stay around that 600 range, stay around the 650, 675, and that's fine. It's not amazing. It's not saying that you're going to be in the best situation possible, but it's fine. If you're comfortable around there and you have the credit cards that you want, then that's okay. Yeah, let me know what you think about this. Let me know where you are. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Also, check out some of the credit card links down below if you're interested in that. And check out my store, because I have some wallets. I have some different things in that store. If you want to start a YouTube channel, I have stuff there. But that's my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.